Jackie's just flown sky free for the first time since she's been here. You might think, well, that's been a while. Jackie's putting the time into this bird as and when she can. And it's the first bird Jackie's ever had to, I'm not going to say train, because of course Sky was already trained, but it's the first day flying free since she's been here, and I believe in the last couple of years. So they've been learning, Sky's been relearning her craft, and Jackie has been learning all things falconry. So less than perfect, but you can't expect perfection to start with. Oh, we might see up your skirt, Jackie, in a minute. I won't go in front of you then. So she's just having a feed, and Jackie's just going to do the pickup. Bear in mind, this is all brand new to Jackie. She's been around these birds for 25 years. She's had her children to look after, dogs to look after, houses to look after, a career to look after. And this is her first time ever doing this. And I think, considering when she passed the lure, passed the falcon to the lure, she actually timed the pass perfect. So, sandal and lure line, interesting combination. She's having a moan. The weather's beautiful. Enjoy the rest of this week's vlog. Hello, welcome to the vlog. Now I'm just about to go off to school to talk about evolution as a topic. Now, breeding snakes, the highs and lows. So I'm going to show you something that recommends how cute is that? One of the harvest mice here that you can come and see during our open weekends. Part of the British Wildlife Menagerie. Oh, goodness me. There it goes. What a little cutie these guys are. Beautiful. Tiny little harvest mouse. Another almost storybook mammal of the British Isles. A midnight garden visitor, a common toad. We know it's common, we could hear it speaking. But very, very beautiful creature. And eyes, look at them, just beautiful eyes. Anyway, back to the garden for her. You never take notice of the things that are right on your doorstep, do you? So this is literally on my doorstep. And I'm not here to have a lovely evening walk on the new thing. To look at the boats. Just waiting for the Chinese takeaway to come, really. It is pretty. Especially if you like swans and narrowboats. Or wood pigeons. Not a bad view, really. From the brand new Greggs. Apart from they don't want their customers to look out at the view. a smidgen of amazing luck. I've been trying to breed my black-headed pythons from Australia. It all went really well up to the point of the eggs hatching, and most of them have failed to hatch even though they're fully deformed, fully formed. Different reasons for that. Sadly, 3 or 4 of those were pure white albinos, which are really rare in the UK, albino black-headed pythons. Not many people even breed this species. Big thanks to Jason Luke, my Australian friend, who has a lot of knowledge on the subject, who's kind of guiding me through. But I'm going to flip the camera around and show you at least one smidgen of beautiful luck. So yesterday morning, one of these amazing animals hatched. The colour of this looks great. So we had albinos dying at hatch, we had normals die at hatch. Now we've got this wonderful animal here. So what we're going to do now is spend 24 hours in the incubator, in the box he hatched in. We're going to pop him back in incubator for today. We're going to clean him up and put him over there. So first, just give him a little rinse off. This water's warmed up. Get that hatching medium off of him. It's quite a big animal, but of course, because the others all failed to hatch, I'm told that can likely be a genetic problem, which makes me worry that this guy's going to be okay or not. Has he hatched, but is still sort of genetically inadequate? Only time will tell. We'll snuggle him in there for today, and then tomorrow morning we'll upgrade him into a bigger enclosure out of the incubator so he can thermoregulate with a heat and a hot and a cold end to his enclosure. But I'm going to leave him alone. He's had to do a lot of work hatching from an egg, a lot of work which most of his friends didn't manage. You can see on the end of on top of his snout there, slightly miscoloured patch. It looks like he's ripped the skin off, but I don't think he has. Australian black-headed python. Really, really rarely bred here in the UK. Fingers crossed on this one. Malcolm, my wildlife photographer friend, has been round. Look at this. So he cut all this huge nettle area down for me, and then of course they grew back. So this time, bless him, he's attacked this area, gone to town, dug up all the nettles. Those that cry, oh, those poor caterpillars, this is a shady area. Caterpillars that feed on nettles don't want the shade, they want the sunshine, and we've got loads of nettle banks in sunny places for those. So this is ready to be replanted for wildflowers that like semi-shade really. Lots more to do around here to tidy it up, but of course it's a wild place, so all of this is going to be planted out so it goes wild like this. I don't care about these buttercups. This is a haven for my amphibians leaving the pond here. And then Roy and Sue, our new weekend volunteer gardeners, well, those guys have done all sorts of things last weekend, but one of the things they've done is do something I did and it regrew, clearing the elders. Not all of them. Flowers up there, they're going to have berries, equally important. Clearing the elders to let light into this woodland floor so we can create some new wild habitat here. So this is my little nature area. It's kind of my personal nature area really. Lots and lots to do, but now we've got some fantastic help. I think these guys are going to be creative and get it back to kind of how I had it originally. Absolutely brilliant. How wonderful that people give up their time for nothing, purely for the pleasure of doing, to come and help us at the Falconry Centre. So local school today for 2 days, and it's all about fun, fun, fun. Spoiled these kids nowadays, you know. So today, I'm in here with all kinds of snakes, reptiles, other reptiles and creepy crawlers, and literally 15-minute whirlwind slots of 15 pupils at a time before they go off to the next adventure. Just a nice chilled, no topic, relaxing day of allowing children and a lot of the teachers to meet some weird and wonderful stuff. Ooh, a little bit of downtime this morning, out and about in the countryside with Jackie and the dogs. Some of my thoughts this week have been a bit varied. So number one, you saw in last week's vlog, if you watched it, tanker fuel, 125 quid. This is how ironic fuel prices are at the moment. I get through at least 1 tank a week minimum, and I went to one where you pay at the pump with your debit card and it allows you to have £100 top up. Not even close. Never thought I'd see the day. Ridiculous. 100 quid, not even a full tank of fuel. So that won't last me the next week for sure. Another thing in last week's vlog, we explored along a busy roadside verge, and I said now the councils aren't cutting the grass as often, and you know, they just cut occasionally. We're getting really lovely grassland and wildflower habitat, which is a thriving community now for insects and invertebrates, as well as you saw, reptiles like the slowworms and voles and shrews and so on and so forth. So really great bit of grassland habitat. I'm here today at Peterborough. I've just got to school this afternoon. We're going to talk birds of prey, and I've been driving along. I've been sitting at roundabouts and the grass verges are full of orchids. I never thought you'd see it. Busy roadside verges, havens for beautiful orchids. Another area full of field scabious, which is a lovely blue flower. These things are beautiful for us. Fantastic nectar sources, and again loads and loads of bed straw strewn amongst the grass, which is a really good food plant for many caterpillars. I think really amazing that, you know, wild places are really in busy places now, which is great. Further thoughts, there's a moth group, UK Moths Flying Tonight group on Facebook. Check it out if you love moths. It's a really busy group, Moths Flying Tonight UK. I thought I'll post last week's vlog and just explain what we do at Icarus Falconry, and we enable people to meet things like moths that have never appreciated them before. And there was a picture of a moth on the thumbnail, as you know if you watched the last week's vlog, over on someone's jumper that said Icarus Falconry. And someone on that page, absolutely, they never watched the vlog, obviously. They absolutely slated me because I'm a falconer, and I asked admin to remove my post because I'm a falconer, and how can I allow my bird of prey to go free and kill wildlife and things like that? Well, there was no falconry in last week's vlog, and they don't know what I do and what I don't do. And if I do go around allowing my birds of prey to kill wild animals, slightly different context, and of course it's perfectly legal. So why are these people asking for admin of pages to take down things they don't like? I find in the world of social media, it is becoming parrot fashion, and people don't have any knowledge of the subject they're so passionately against. It's ridiculous. So one of my comments was, please come and see me. Come and see me for free. You can come to the Falconry Centre and we'll talk to you and show you what we do. Now, the irony of this is they probably had a cat, and we know, whether you love cats or not, that domestic cats kill millions of different animals and birds every single year, millions across the UK. And of course, if you're trapping moths, you are, by their very nature, massively disturbing them during their incredibly short breeding season and keeping them for, let's say, 24 hours in a very short lifespan, some of which do die in the trap, many of which, if you're not careful, get eaten by birds when you release them. So for that person to say that so ignorantly, it kind of really pees me off. But it's becoming the norm of social media. Now, I trap moths, and the people on the moth page trap moths because they know for the small number that are disturbed, even die, the overall conservation aspect of this is massive. We know so much about them. We know the habitats they need. We can conserve the habitat if we know the moth species there, so on and so forth. And this is the difference between a protectionist, oh dear, that poor individual animal, and the conservationist. How can we best help this species? We need more conservationists and way less protectionists on social media for sure. That's where I am. So if you don't agree, you can do one. But of course you can't. You can stay. You can watch the vlogs. You can pick and choose. It's a free country. I'm not going to tell you, if you don't agree with me, do one. I'm going to say, if you don't agree with me, come and tell me. But let's have a polite and rational conversation about our disagreements. Enjoy the rest of the vlog.
Oh, you're a bit cute, aren't you? What can you smell? Oh, you can smell me, look. Come on, Norma. There's some breakfast here for you.
It's wrapping up now. Lovely weekend here at Icarus Falconry. Where else are you going to meet a golden eagle within touching distance? And a little stroke. And where are you going to meet eastern indigo snakes and huge yellowtail crebos that you can touch and stroke? And in the same day, see a bald eagle soaring high above the Northamptonshire countryside. And then just have the beautiful, easy chilled Nigel the Harris up weaving through the audience. And see a tame fox hedgehog, captive bred great crested newts, smooth snakes, minnows, bullheads, red clawed crayfish, invasive species, harvest mice and rats. Come and see us. Holdenby.com, the openings. Come and see us, experience it for yourselves. Come and say hi. It's not expensive. It's a lovely time out amongst the tea room or amongst the gardens with the tea room. Jackie's just wrapping up. She's just flown Sky Free. You may remember her. She came to us a little while ago. And Jackie and Sky are kind of learning their skills again together. Sky has flown, but not for 2 years. She's a Lana Falcon hybrid. And we put her through her paces today, or rather Jackie did, in a very windy conditions. Suffice to say, she's not fit enough to handle that properly yet, but she did okay, bless her. Time to pack away. She still wants a bit more food. Go home, shower, tea, repeat. Nursing for Jackie all week, and for me, back to school. Absolutely ram-packed for schools now, run up to the summer holidays. Come and see us. I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. Please subscribe. I know we all bang on about it, if anyone that runs a YouTube channel, and that's because if you don't subscribe, and if you don't like the videos or comment, even if you like watching them but you don't do any of those things, the algorithms of YouTube, they don't pick it up. They don't they don't share the video widely and so on. So by just putting a bit of input in, please do that for me, subscribe. It tells YouTube you're interested. Maybe people with similar likes to you would be interested. Absolutely glorious out here. And I have to say, when everyone goes home, no offence, it is the most peaceful, wonderful place to be. It really is. Come and see it for yourselves. And until the next video, goodbye for now, and we'll see you soon.